People think that entrepreneurship is all about the business.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. Once you know yourself, who you are, what do you want, what you already know within yourself, you will definitely be successful. That I guarantee you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs. It's our first episode of the new year. And all of you will be having New Year resolutions. It's a topic we're going to cover today. The title of our topic is Why Your New Year Resolutions Are Not Working and What You Can Do About It. Welcome, Dr. Venga, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year and a very, very good evening to all of you. I hope the year has begun well and that it'll continue to be good for you and for the rest of your life. I hope that you enjoy every day that the sun comes up. It is a happy day, and make sure that you actually enjoy every single day of your life. Yes, Ikram, good morning and a happy new year to you too.
Thank you. It's good to see you. You look very smart and sharp today, Dr. Venga.
I'm 82 years old and past. This means I have completed the cycle. According to my calculation of the moon, I have passed 1008 cycle of the moon. And therefore, my life is already completed. And now I'm going on to another life. How long that lasts? Do not know. Bonus.
That's nice. Well, I hope it's an interesting phase for you. So, with today's topic, Dr. Venga, can you tell us why New Year resolutions don't work? I mean, we've got some statistics here. 16% of the world, only 16% follow through their resolutions. The vast majority of them give up between 1 to 6 weeks. That's a staggering amount. Basically, no one's able to follow through their New Year resolutions. Why is that?
Well, first of all, these statistics you quoted just now, Ikram, they are already published, recorded, no? Research has been done. Of course. This is based on America, sure. But they are the only one who keeps statistics, and therefore, you, short of anything else, you must accept that this is the record. Why is it like that? Well, very simple. No? Actually, there are many reasons. First and foremost, see, where do resolutions are made? Resolutions are made inside the mind or in the brain of an individual. That's a starting point. You think about it, okay? I don't think the people who succeed, that 16% that you just now mentioned succeed, are probably people who took a pencil and a paper and wrote it down. The rest of them, the resolutions are always in their head. What can the brain do for you? Nothing. Because whatever you think, you are thinking from the intellect point of view, not your intelligence. Leave alone understanding that, okay? Perhaps maybe in one of the series we are doing this year, we can talk about the mind. But for the moment, there are two things. One, that is, intellect is one part, intelligence is the second part. Intellect works only with memory. Memory means your experience, whatever you have experienced your life, whatever you had in your entire time that you were born till now. That's one part of the memory. It's nothing to do with genetic memory, karmic memory that you develop as a baby, as a child in the mother's womb. That comes with you. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about only the memory that you yourself collected, that your remembrance and your whatever you experience. Now, the intellect works very closely and wholly 100% with the memory. So inside the memory, if you do not have the process or writing your goal, or at least looking at it, how do you expect intellect to help you? It's foolish. Because why? Between your intellect, there is the emotional part. Then there is the body. None of these, your mind, which is your intellect, in this case, your emotion and your body, have no data. So that's why so many people fail in the resolution. It's a fact.
That's amazing. So a simple thing like not writing down your New Year resolution on a piece of paper has such a big impact.
It has. Because why? Your intellect has a million things it is doing. You need your intellect to survive. It has got a million things to do. Many things you're going to do. And you think it's got time for you to sit down and say, let me look at your goals and let me show you how to do it. And then it is injecting that into you. You are foolish, isn't it? Isn't it? You don't understand that as a human being, you have the capability of doing it. Thinking about it won't help. And more so if you put the intellect is looking at all the things, unresolved issues that you have inside your head. It's working on all of those. Or things that you have done, you're not happy with it, it's bothering you with your emotions coming in. There's so many things that are happening in yourself.
Dr. Venga, you make a very clear distinction between, just for our viewers' information, you make a clear distinction between intellect and intelligence, right?
Yes.
They are not the same.
They are not the same. They are different. Intelligence is a silo by itself. It doesn't work with memory. It is intelligent by itself. That intelligence is what builds your body in your mother's stomach. That intelligence you have, but you never make use of them. They are doing things on their own. They are very good at it. For instance, let me give you an example, okay? Suppose, just say accidentally, you hurt yourself and you're bleeding, okay? Yes, immediately, after a few, in fact, about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, the blood will clot by itself. How does that happen? You instructed the chemical in your body to come out and go there and patch up the vessel. Do you do that?
No.
Automatic, right?
Yes.
Now, if there is some damage to your heart, as an example, coronary vessels are blocked, you instruct the coronary, hey, go behind and create another channel to go to the, it creates by itself, isn't it?
Correct.
But is it stupid or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay. You sometime, you wake up in the morning, you're feeling so tired and you can't see properly. You can't see clearly, as an example. Then what happened? You instruct your eye, hey, clean yourself, come out and see. Does it happen like that?
No.
It doesn't. So a lot of things are happening intellectually. As an example, it is looking at the brain. Intelligence is helping your brain work, helping your kidney work, helping your liver work, your spleen work, your blood movement, your bone marrow, everything in your whole body. Intelligence is working for it to produce. As a human life, you have that. You have that intelligence, but you're not tapping into the intelligence. You are working with your intellect. Intellect is a survival instrument, and it is, for some people, is extremely sharp. For some people, it's a bit dull. But it's an intellect that do it. But you don't realize that you have that intelligence. Once in a while, you say, now I understand, you say. That's when intelligence have accidentally come to you.
So how do you use your intelligence with New Year resolutions?
Well, there are only 3 ways I know how, Lano. I know how. And that is the only 3 ways I have used ever since I was a little boy trying to learn how to read and write English, which started at the age of 13. The first thing that you must do is you must awaken your intelligence. You only can awake the intelligence provided you write down your thinking. You activate that first. What is my goal? And then you cannot stop there. Okay? Because everybody would like to have, because you want to have what your neighbor have. That will never happen. You can dream until the cow come home. Nothing will happen. Because you want what other people have.
Correct.
Intelligence don't understand that. It only knows yourself. What do you want? Why do you want it? And then how are you going to do the things that is necessary to be done? The process. The process. So you write down what you want, immediately go to the process. What should I be doing? Why do I want it? What should I be doing in order to get there? It's like this, Ikram. Okay? Just as a simple way. You're a footballer. You want to kick the 2 goals into the goalpost. You sit down and pray.
No.
And bang your head against a wall.
No.
You have to practice, right?
Absolutely.
It's a process. It's a process. Now, develop the process. You know, let's say, Ikram, you want to grow a flower in your house, okay? You sit down, buy some perfume spray, and go and spray at the pot. You think the flower will come or not?
No.
First, you put the seed, right?
Correct.
Then you put shit into it, right? You put
That's
filth.
right.
You
Yes.
put filth into it, right?
Yep.
Not spray. And then you dig it, put in the sun, water it, process. Then the flower will come. The people who work with the intellect are people who put the pot there. The pot is empty. Flower come. They sit down and pray 4 times a day. Did it happen or not?
No.
It won't happen because we are, in a way, although we are so intelligent, yet we are so stupid. Because in order for the flower to come, I must find a pot, I must find the soil, I must put shit inside or filth inside, stir it and pour water, make sure the sun is coming, and flower will eventually come. It's the process that we are missing. So writing a goal is not good enough. You must also write the process that you have to do to reach your goal. And you must explain why. If you put there, because my friend has the house, I also want the same house, you're not going to get there. Because what your friend wants, you are not, your mind is not your friend's mind, your mind. You have to examine yourself. Unless you are deeply committed to that. One of the reasons why they explain they gave a 16 reason in the press. There's several articles you've seen that all of them say, usually people do not have commitment to their goals. It's because they think in their head, inside it, and it happen. So the process being important. The third thing, so you write, and then you write the process out. Okay? Now, friend, you must execute it. If you don't execute it every day, do you think it'll happen or not?
No.
Like stirring the pot and moving to the sun and looking at it. You have to do the process, huh? That every single day you must do that, right?
That's right.
And the other reason why people fail is review. Ever since I started to learn the first word A, it took me 1 week to write the word A on a sandbox. Every day I sat down. Unknowingly, I tried to practice it in my mind. I reviewed it. Why can't I write this bloody line like this, like this, like this? Why can't I do it? Why does the man who's teaching me always say wrong? When will he say right? I practiced it and then I learned. First, write. Second, the process. Whatever process I was doing with my hand, writing the A, B, C, yeah, I have to improve it, improve it, improve it all the time. And 1 week later, I wrote the perfect A. Perfect A. And he put his hand and said, that, my boy, is how you write the A. From then on, the B and the C and the D became quite easy. And then can you imagine? I have to write the small letter A again, you know. The way you write the A and the way I write the A are two different things. So that's where I learned the writing, the process, and in the process to set what I want to achieve daily, weekly, and finally I review them every single day, Ikram. Every single, I'm 82 years old. I still review my every day, everything I do, I review. It's the review that make me achieve whatever I wanted. Well, whatever I wanted in my whole life, no? From a marriage to a children to whatever I wanted in life, no? Up to now. So writing, set the process, and then finally review them. If you do these three things, you will achieve 100% of whatever you write down and make it only 3 steps. Okay, write whatever you want, define all the processes that have to be done, and you must do it. Don't write there and look at it every day. You think it'll happen?
No.
It won't.
Yes,
you have to work on it. And then it must be yours. It must be what your body feels good, what your mind feels good, what your emotion feels good. Then the movement will come for you to act on it. It just won't happen because you look at some newspaper, some book, attend some seminar, and you hope to happen. Carry on. Because all this, your mind becomes very clear. Then we talk about the mind. Your mind immediately has got intelligence, got many other things. The intelligence part of it will, in the beginning, will be very active, helping you. It become active, it become conscious, it become awareness. You have not done it, you feel guilty. It does all that. Once it's true, then it goes on automatic mode. Once you are good at it, practicing. One of the things they say people fail is because they have no habit. They have not developed a habit of writing their goals down, writing the process out, no review. You do not have that habit and you want goal to happen. Cannot, no? You know, if I just relate to the field of selling as an example, most salespeople, only 10% succeed, 90% fail. Why? Because the 10% are the one who, okay, I have to get prospects. What are the things? What is my objective in each one of the call I got to make? If he or she does not have an objective to make a call, Ikram, that salesman will fail totally. Why am I going to see the customer? Or to sell? Idiot. Of course you're employed to sell.
That's right.
But what is it am I trying to convey to the, you know, in my previous occupation, I did a whole bloody, I don't know, 1,000-page document on selling alone. And the key word is objective. What is your objective of today's call? What do you want to achieve from this meeting that you're going to have? What's your objective? If your objective is not clear, screw yourself, you'll get nothing. You'll never succeed. That I guarantee you. Like, for instance, today we are talking, right? We are just doing this, a free show for people to understand. Our objective is to make them understand this. That's why if we do not have an objective, then we cannot be talking like this, can we?
No.
So this is everything that we do in life must have an objective. So that's why a salesperson, as an example, also his goal, what is my objective to see this customer? If he tells you or anybody else, oh, to sell, then he is a shit house. Get rid of him quickly. No point wasting your time. That means he doesn't even know that he's a salesman to do something with the product that he has got. He must have an objective. In life, also like that. Every one of us must have that thing that you want to reach. We must have a clear, defined what I want, not what any other person wants. We don't know what we want. We don't even know the process. If we don't review, then how can happen? Cannot, isn't it, Ikram? Cannot, isn't it?
Cannot.
So what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? The simple thing is, you don't know what you want. You think about it on the 31st night. First night, you forget, lah. That's why they say the failure is as much as, well, I'm sure they say they fail. A lot of people fail. And Ikram, while this is such a simple way I'm explaining, is it that simple? No, it's not, Ikram. It's not.
It requires discipline, a lot of discipline.
It's if you want something, the discipline will come, lah, Ikram. You see, people say, oh, discipline, I don't have. Hey, come down, lah, no? Do you know what you want or not? Are you committed to what you want? Are you clear in what you want? Or just one of those fancy seminar you heard? Some people said, no, oh, invest in all sort of bull. Sorry, lah, BS, like I might say. No? I realized, Ikram, yesterday I accidentally saw CNN. Even great people in the United States can lie and cheat, including senators and all sorts of people. So I begin to realize that we live in a world where, because the people at the very top are behaving like that, we also behave like that. We want to cheat ourselves. You want to lie to your own self. You are not clear of what you want. You are not clear of the process, what you have to do. If you want to understand that, hey, join us once a month, okay? And we are talking about that only, self-improvement, okay? And if you feel that, you want more help, hey, come on the Zoom. I talk to you. No issue. No issue. But don't tell me there is no help. There is help. But first, you must take the step, isn't it? You must take the step to know what you want, not what your neighbors have. You want the same. That is the failure. That, unfortunately, is the way human thinks, Lana. We always want other people have, not what you yourself want. You want to read a book, why? Somebody else is reading books. You have no reason. Why do you want? I want to get knowledge. Hey, internet can give you knowledge already. Why read a book? You want to look for specific things that you want to improve. What is that specific thing that you want to improve? Like I told you just now, writing my A. How to make it perfect? By finger, not even pen. How? So I spend 1 week, more or less, 24 hours a day. Okay? From sunrise to sunset in the house of the teacher. Sunset to sunrise in my home, thinking about it. No? So I am telling you what I started doing at the age of 13. I still do it now. No? So goals, if you want to really do, look at what you want. Are you clear of what you want? Do you know what the processes are? Get your process right and make sure those processes are done daily. Daily, you must do that. That gives you a commitment. And when you have that commitment, discipline will come automatically. Vikram, tell me this. Most people say, I want to get up early. And they buy an alarm clock. Is that the way to get up?
No.
Isn't it? The clock must be internal, right?
Yes.
Huh? And it's not going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning because there was a good movie on the television, and then trying to wake up at 6 o'clock after sleeping at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're kidding yourself, right?
That's right.
So if you don't have enough sleep, you will never get up early. So they say the old song, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. Is it right?
Correct.
Correct or not? So 100 years ago, okay. So first and foremost, your body and your mind and your emotion must accept that you must go to bed early and that you will wake up at 6 o'clock. I wake up every single day before 6. I do that. I don't need a clock. It's automatic. But I make sure I'm in bed by the latest, at the worst, which happens once or twice a month, 11 o'clock at the latest. But 10 o'clock, I'm already in bed, and doing some stupid things before I go to bed completely, okay? So it is something that you desire. I want to exercise every single day, walk on my treadmill. It's a desire. When I create the desire, the discipline will come automatically. Am I correct or not?
Yes, you're right.
Look at weight. Everybody want to lose weight, right?
That's right.
They're not paying attention to what they eat. When you eat so much of carbohydrate, when you eat so much of sugar, when you eat so much of stupid food, all junk food you eat, how tell me how to lose weight?
You can't. You can't.
So what's wrong? No discipline, no this, no that. What do you don't have? You don't have that single desire that I want to lose weight because I want to be healthy. Then the body understands. I want to look very pretty. My body must be like this, like this, like this. You go lah. There's a reason. And you practice and you practice and you practice. You get there. Then the discipline will come in. No one is born with discipline. You create a discipline by your own desire. And if the desire is high enough, your clarity is high enough, then it is definite that whatever you set out to do, you will achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, you just fool around and make a fun of it. What do you expect?
Yep.
I do something else, Vikram. Every single day, I weigh myself. I do.
That's your process. That's
my process, exactly. I do. And every single day, I want to be better at my thinking than I was yesterday. And I'm 82 years old, going to be 83. Correct?
Yes,
so
that's right.
It is a desire that you create within yourself to get there. Now, some of you young people who are listening to this may think, this old fella is fooling around. I'm telling you, my dear friend, it is a tough thing to do things that you want to do because you want to do it, because you want it for your own self. Anything that you want for your own self, your body understands it, your mind understands it, your emotions understand it. Voila! Whatever you have inside you, that energy will automatically understand it, and then it'll happen. Okay? There is a very famous poet, He wrote some 2,500 years ago, around that period. This is before the common era. about 2000 to 2500 years ago, before the common era. Okay, he wrote, his name was Thiruvalluvar. Thiruvalluvar. He wrote the book called Kural. He wrote sets of virtues. They consist of 1,330 verses. 1,330 verses. How he knew metric, I don't understand. We talk about metric only 50 years ago, right or not? Or 60 years ago. Am I correct?
That's right.
10. But he knew it 2,500 BCE. Common era. How come? Don't know. And one of the words he said, Ikram, which I'm sure you're familiar with, Katka kasadara, kattradai katrapin nirka adu taha. In Tamil. In English, what it means, learn what you must. Learn what you must. And then live your learning.
Very nice.
So what am I saying? He said it 2,500 years before the common era. I am telling this. I did not know all this, when I was young. It's only now I'm beginning to look at all of this. But you know what? That is simple thing. What you want, ask yourself, do I want it? Yes. What are you going to do about it? Are you willing to do something about it? Yes. Then do it. That's the word. Do it is the biggest problem. Execution, which is what karma is all about. Action to be taken by you. Whatever action you take, you will get a result. That is your karma. My karma is to do what I think I want to do and get it done, Ikram. Goal setting is like that. You don't want to fail another year. Please, my dear friend, please sit down today. Today, sit down. Write down even a simple thing. What you want, why do you want it? What are the process that I must do to get it? And then review it every day, whether you do it or not. And if you do that every single day, I challenge you, if you don't achieve it, I personally will spend a year with you.
That's a good offer. That's a good deal.
Yes. You understand, Ikram? Whether it's weight losing, business or otherwise, we don't know what we want. Therefore, we run around like a clown. No?
Yeah.
That's one of the problems. Or the second reason is we want what other people have. Nobody can help you. No?
That's right. Dr. Venga, we have 3 more minutes. So I'm just going to quickly recap what you've been telling us. The reason why most New Year resolutions fail, as you were telling us, is because people don't bother to write down what they want. That's the first. And then the second is they don't know what they want. They're not spending enough time finding out what they really truly desire. And then how to make your New Year resolutions work. You broke it down into 3 steps, right? Write what you want, clear objective. Look at the process. In fact, I think we had a conversation about this yesterday, if I recall correctly. You told me too many people focus on what they want, but not on the process.
That's right.
Right? So look at the process. And third is execution. Execution and review. Review what you're doing.
Yes, correct. Let me just sum up and tell you this, Ikram. All my life, I have observed people. Why do they fail in this New Year resolution? They always set unrealistic resolutions. Unrealistic. It's not theirs. They want somebody else's one. Secondly, they lack accountability. They are not responsible. The third reason They don't track or review every day what they have done. They lack planning time to do it. Okay. They have self-doubt as the fifth reason. The sixth reason is they're unclear. Okay. The seventh reason is I want it all, but I do not know how. And also, I want it now. They're not willing to work on it. The eighth reason, it is not important. Okay, it's not important. Don't worry about it, it'll come. The ninth reason is they do not believe in themselves. Okay, and the last reason, too much thinking and no doing. Does that give you some idea?
Yes, there's a word for that. Some people call it paralysis by analysis.
Yeah, exactly. So this is my own data I've given you like that, no? But Ikram, I'm telling you, all of us want a better life. But that better life must be for me, not what my neighbor has. I want the same.
Right.
It won't work. It's like Malaysia is trying to become China. Give me a break, no? And America want to be something else, and China want to be America. That's why Japan failed. Find out who you are and why you are there. That's why India will, I'm telling you, finally, India will be good. Their people know exactly what they want. They don't care what you want. They know what they want. And that's slowly but steadily get there. No?
All right, Dr. Venga, thank you so much for sharing. This has been really useful, and it's very simple 3-step process to making your New Year's resolutions work, which is to write what you want. After clearly understanding what is it you want, look at the process and execute and review, right? Execute and review. Thanks again, Dr. Venga. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Our next personal development for entrepreneur is happening on the 9th of February. This will be the second Wednesday of the month instead of our usual first Wednesday of the month, and that is because it is the Chinese New Year in the first week of February. So we'd also like to take this opportunity to wish all our viewers Happy Chinese New Year, and look forward to it because we'll have a really good topic next.
恭喜發財。
恭喜發財。